Have you had dreams that come true? Do you know things that other people don't know? You sense things. Perhaps you see color. Perhaps you feel and see energy. Have you had a feeling about someone and you're thinking about that person and then they call you and you haven't spoken to them for years? Or perhaps you have a vision of the future, and then it comes to pass. Or perhaps you get warnings. Perhaps you hear voices, or you get a feeling in your heart, a feeling in your belly. And you know things about other people that you really shouldn't know, and you're not sure how you know. And sometimes you know things about other people that they themselves are not even aware of. Perhaps you're ready. Perhaps you're ready to develop your intuition. Perhaps you're ready now to really understand it. Perhaps you've had these moments that have scared you and thought, oh my goodness, I don't want to be one of those woo-woo types. Yet you really are. My name is Schamet Horsfield, and my strength and my soul path purpose is to help other people understand their intuition, to develop their intuition, and to develop their gifts, their psychic superpowers, and be able to channel those gifts and those abilities for the highest and best good. It is my belief that when you can really, truly trust your internal navigation system, which is your intuition, then you can really start consciously creating your wildest dreams, because you then can align and navigate through your life in a really beautiful and magical way. It's like stepping onto the magic carpet of your life and being able to navigate through certain situations and your internal landscape in a very powerful and empowered way. I have had abilities and gifts since I was a little girl. I didn't know what they were. I didn't know that I could see into people's shadow, and it actually got me into some sticky situations from time to time, because I knew things that sometimes some people weren't even willing to consciously know those things themselves. Yet I could see the blind spots, I could see the shadow, I could see the limitation, and for a long time I thought it was a curse. I didn't know it was a blessing. And so now I help others navigate and awaken and activate and come to terms with these abilities so that they can navigate and have these abilities working for them and not against them. So I had these abilities since I was a little girl. However, my really big awakening moment was when I had a dream that my father died, and he died the next day. That really woke me up. At that time, I was 19. I was a Christian. I went to church. I loved church. I loved God. And I was warned that crystals and anything spiritual and woo-woo was not only bad, but it was evil and it was forbidden. Yet I was always very, very drawn, and I didn't understand, like, how could crystals be evil when they're part of the earth? And when I had this dream, that really shook the foundation and the core of everything I knew and understood. How could I dream? How could I know that my father was going to die the day before he died? Luckily, I listened to my intuition and I rang my father and I had a beautiful conversation with him. And that was the last conversation I had with him. So I know how important it is to listen to intuition. I'm so grateful that I listened to mine and rang my father that day. That moment changed my life forever. That moment changed my belief structure. It opened me up to exploring everything, spirituality, anything woo-woo that I was told not to explore. I wanted to find out. I wanted to know. I wanted to understand. And I'm, almost 50 now, and so it's been a long and beautiful road. And my belief is God, Goddess, Allah, Spirit, the universe, the cosmos, that it's all one, that it's all different aspects and different ways of explaining the creator, the creatrix, which to me, my religion is love, and my church is the forest. And for me, it was that dream that changed everything. And also, I had a dream about a week later that a business card was handed to me. And this business card was very important. It was very symbolic. And I knew that this business card was somebody that I would be working with that was very important. Well, a week after I had this dream, the exact business card with like the logo and the picture and everything that I had seen in my dream was handed to me. And when it was handed to me, it was like it was being handed to me in slow motion. Well, it couldn't have come at a better time, because I needed support. I needed understanding of my abilities, my psychic superpowers. And so it was a mentor, a teacher, a clairvoyant that helped guide my journey. Clairvoyant means clear seeing and clear knowing. So she really helped mentor me at 19 years old on clear seeing and how to really trust my intuition and my own internal navigation system. And that created the foundation of my soul path purpose work that I do now. And it was such a gift in the way the universe works. So if you're seeing repeating numbers and patterns, if you're getting messages from the universe, from the cosmos that led you here to be listening to my voice right now, then most likely you're meant to work with me on some level. I'm very excited to be offering up a free 3-day journey into your intuition and developing your psychic superpowers. This is the first time I've made an offer like this. It's usually a paid training. The 3-day free training is to give you an experience, because I feel in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, in the fabric of all of my being, that in these times of darkness, confusion, chaos, and so much coming at us, we are being bombarded with information and energy, and it can get really confusing. And I really feel that it's time to offer some clarity, to offer some guidance, as I feel that we are all awakening our intuition. We are all going through the awakening, whether we're aware and conscious of it or not. It is my belief that the old paradigm is falling away and the new paradigm is being born and birthed. And so I want to offer my guidance and my support on this free 3-day journey. And then after this 3 days with me, you can choose to dive deeper. I have a 7-week journey called Awaken the Oracle Within. And I just want to explain what an oracle is. An oracle is a very, very old and ancient word to describe what many of you know as like a medicine woman, or a beacon of light, a channel of the sacred divine. So an oracle receives messages from the universe, the cosmos, God, Goddess, And they channel those messages as medicine for the tribe to help empower, to help bring clarity, to help bring insight. And actually, oracles in the Bible were the wise women and the wise men. And they were revered very highly for their wisdom and for their ability to see beneath the veil, to see within the shadow and bring the light to dark places. And so this is what my offering is I want to offer clarity. I want to empower each and every one of you to stand in your own sovereign power, to be able to trust your own internal navigation system, your own clarity. Now I'll give you a few stories of how intuition has helped me, and developing my intuition has helped me. And first I'll start with a really funny story, and I teach in stories. So this is a funny story. I had this intuition, and it said, don't wear that hat, wear this hat. And you can tell I love hats. And it was my favorite hat, and I really wanted to wear that hat. And so I argued with my internal navigation system, and I said, I don't want to wear that hat. I'm going to wear my favorite hat. Don't tell me what to do. And I can be a little bit stroppy, and I have my own mind and my own feelings. I'm a kid, a little rebellious. So yes, I argued with my intuition, and I told my intuition, I'm not going to do as you're telling me to do. I'm going to wear the hat I want. Like, why would I wear that other hat anyways? So I went about my day. And my favorite hat blew into a river, and the river was quite a big river. And I found a lifesaver ring, and I threw that into the river trying to rescue my favorite hat, and the hat was gone. And, that was the price that I had to pay that day for not listening to my intuition. And we're going to dive deeper into that too. Why do we sometimes argue with our internal navigation system, as it's there to help guide us? And so we'll be going into, why sometimes there are those resistant archetypes that prevent us or stop us from listening. Now, I'll add to that situation, that moment in time actually prepared me. So there's no mistakes, even when you don't listen. That is also perfect, because I had to learn to listen. And this is, almost a decade ago now. It taught me how valuable and how accurate my intuition is. And I had some very, very serious situations occur just a month later that were much more important than losing my favorite hat. Now, I won't go into those because they're bigger stories, but I'll tell you this. My intuition has helped save lives of my family, my friends, my soul clients. My intuition has guided me. Oh, it's been just like a complete lifesaver on so many different levels. I have learned to trust my intuition. It is my internal navigation system. And I want this for you. I want this for each and every human being. Now, yes, of course, there are people that you can go and see, clairvoyance, oracles. Of course, you can book a session with me and have an oracle reading, a clairvoyant reading, a soul path purpose reading, and of course it's wonderful to have that guidance. However, it is my strong and passionate belief that each person should develop the skills and the tools within their own being so that they don't have to rely on other people for guidance. And this comes from my own experience as well. Jesus, he talks about how, you can teach a man how to fish or you can give him a fish. And yes, sometimes, giving a fish is really important because people are starving and they need that fish. But it's also I feel like my soul path purpose to teach men and women how to fish, how to develop their own crystal clear intuition so that they can be sovereign, so they can trust themselves, so they know themselves, know thyself. It's so, so important. And, I've had a few moments where earlier on in life, I have went and seen clairvoyants for their wisdom, for their guidance. And one particular story I'll share with you. One clairvoyant, very well-known clairvoyant, said, "Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, you should do this. Oh, yes, 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 yes." Okay? Then I was like, I'm not sure. I'm going to go and see another one. So I went and saw another clairvoyant, also with very big name for herself. And she said the opposite. "Oh, no, 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 no." I'm not going to go into the personal story of it, but no, don't do that. That is not your path. And so then I had a yes and I had a no. And I thought, And I went and saw another clairvoyant. And this is a good 20 years ago, 25 years ago. It was quite a long time ago. And so I went and saw the third well-known clairvoyant, several books out, well-known, lots of money. And the third one said, well, is this what you want? Is this what you want to create? Is this, ask yourself, what is it that you want? Is this yes or is this no? And I thought, wow, that is the person I will work with. That is true to me. And I've had so many different clairvoyants, spiritual people that come from their own filters, come from their own stories, are not actually clear. They think they're clear, but they're not clear. And so there's a lot of that. There's a lot of confusion and well-meaning, well-intentioned human beings that feel that they do know the answers for you. But my opinion is that no one knows you more than you. No one understands your situation, your story, and your pathway more than you do. So, this is my offering, my passion is to help empower you, to help you clear your channel. And I'll be giving you tools and tips on how to clear your channel so that you can awaken your oracle within. So you can awaken your own intuition, your own abilities. And we'll be talking about different abilities because I believe that everyone has a particular brand of magic. Everyone has their strengths. Everyone has their gifts. And like snowflakes, we're all different. We're all unique. And, really awakening and excavating those soul path purpose gifts so that you can bring your brand of magic to the world, so that you can bring your gifts to your friends, to your family, to your community. So important to bring light to dark places, to help understand what your gifts are and how to utilize them and how to bring them to the world. So if you're interested in diving deeper into your intuition and developing your spiritual psychic superpowers, don't miss this 3-free-day journey through awakening your oracle within. I'm Schamet Horsfield, and it will be my honor and my blessing to serve you and guide you and activate you and awaken you. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you and working with you. And if you can't make the 3-day free event, the 7-week journey is going to be incredible. It's a deeper dive. We get to dive into your intuition and play on the psychic playground. and really awaken and activate and clear away any fears that you might have too. I find there's a lot of fear right now in the world, and I want to remind you, it's about choosing love. Love is the most potent and powerful frequency on the planet. And I keep choosing love over and over and over and over. It doesn't mean we don't experience fear. And I feel fear is our friend, as long as we're not letting or allowing the fear to run the show. And we have love as the guiding light, the guiding purpose, the guiding reason, the why, the how. Love is all expansive. And, I honor all walks of life, whether you're Christian or you're spiritual, or maybe you're atheist and you just want to learn more about dreams and intuition. I honor you. I honor all belief structures, systems. I believe that we're all divine reflections of each other, no matter what our beliefs are. To me, the church or the forest, the earth is my church, and my soul, my spirit resides in this beautiful physical temple, my body, and I'm here to serve in the awakening of consciousness, in the awakening of love, in the awakening of your internal navigation system. I look forward to working with you. So much love and so many abundant blessings to you, to your family, and to your community. So much love.